Hello YouTube, my name is Parker, and today we're going to be checking out the new trailers for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl and Legends Arceus. We're actually going to be doing a little bit more than that today. So last month they had the Pokemon Direct, and I wanted to do a reaction to it. I was actually going to live stream it, but unfortunately I wasn't able to because I had some family matters coming up around the same time, and I was actually out of town at the time. I had like some family matters I had to attend to, so I wasn't able to watch it that day. Well, no, I did watch it. I watched it live, but I wasn't able to stream it or record it because I was not where I could do that. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to watch the new trailers today that just were posted like an hour ago as of recording this. I'm going to watch those first, and then I wanted to go over the last trailers and talk about what I liked. Most of it I really liked. There's two things that I wasn't a huge fan of and was kind of disappointed by. But it is possible that what we see in this one could perhaps change that. I don't know. That's kind of why I'm going to watch these first, to kind of get an idea if anything in here changes my opinion on what I saw in the last ones. So to start us off, we're going to do Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl first. We'll start with the one that's coming out not next month, but like really soon, you know. All right, okay, good. I was making sure let me make sure everything is recording right before I actually do this. All right, so let's see what's new. I did see one of the thumbnails, so I did see a little bit of what they're showing here. I just saw okay, so yeah, this is kind of what I saw in the thumbnail. And one of the things that I actually wanted to talk about, I'm actually going to talk about some of the stuff as we go on. The graphics have been improved, noticeably. Especially here. They've been improved, like, here as well. Yeah, they've definitely been improved a bit. Like, it's still the chibi style, but it has been improved. The lighting is a bit better. In battle, it's way noticeable. Also, okay, so here's the Poketch. Oh, okay. So that's how it works. I was wondering how they were going to do that. Oh. Okay, so it's from your Poketch. So... okay, that's interesting then. I don't know, does that mean HMs are returning, or... does that just mean that you have to have a Pokemon that can do that on your team? That's actually an interesting idea. That's a good idea if they do it like that. I don't know. Maybe you do still have to know the move, though. I don't know. We'll see. That's actually a cool idea, though. Maybe not have it so that you have to, know a specific move, but maybe you have to have a certain Pokemon or a certain type of Pokemon. Like, if you want to use Fly, you have to have a flying Pokemon on your team. I don't know. So we can make Poffins, of course. And that looks about the same. Oh, I was wondering how Amity... oh! I was wondering how Amity Square would work because they have following Pokemon in the overworld now. So you can just take all of them. That's actually cool. I like that. That's cool. That's a cool way of doing it. Cook alongside your Pokemon, okay. Ah, the Eterna Forest! Yes! I love this song. Cheryl! And, oh god, what was his name? Riley. Yeah, Riley. And yeah, they are going for the gym puzzles from Diamond and Pearl and not Platinum. I mean, that's something we kind of figured. Alright, interesting. So that kind of answered some of my questions that I had. Namely, how does the Poketch work? So it's like a little mini-map almost. That's interesting. That's going to be an interesting way of doing it. I don't know if they'll do like a mini-map. I guess there's not really much need in this. I hope they do add, like, I mean, obviously this is improved on, but I hope they add, like, some new stuff that you can do with it. And then Amity Square, you're going to be able to walk with all of them instead of just one. Yeah, like I said, from the last trailer, obviously graphics are improved. In battle significantly, and even here in the overworld a little bit. The lighting is a bit better. And we saw that in the Direct as well. Next up, let's do Legends Arceus. This one. Here we go. Encounter noble Pokemon in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Alright, let's see what we got here. In this game, the graphics still look the same, but the frame rate was fixed. Yes, the frame rate has been fixed. I like that. That's very nice. The game itself, graphically speaking, still isn't like super impressive. Like it's just kind of okay graphically from my perspective. But it looks good enough, I think. I think it looks fine. Like it's not great, but it's fine. And the frame rate was my big concern, which is what they fixed. Okay, so we do have riding Pokemon. Was that like an Azure Flute reference? Okay, so we have, and this is in the other trailer too, we have new Hisuian forms, Hisui being the former name of Sinnoh. Like it was originally called Hisui and then it got changed to Sinnoh. Which is kind of interesting. But the Hisuian forms, I like Hisuian forms. I think having evolutions for Basculegion and Stantler is really cool. You know? We meet the Wardens who protect special Pokemon. Okay, so we do have some new characters who protect special Pokemon. Oh, so there are going to be trainer battles then, maybe. Maybe? Like some sort of like gym leaders? Okay, so yeah, we do. We're gonna go over this a little more so, but okay, and it does look like there is some character customization because I know there's like an outfit you get if you buy the game early, and we will talk about the Galaxy Team stuff in a little bit. And yeah, it's Jubilife City, which I think is a cool city to start in. Oh wait. Oh, okay, so here's how we're doing boxes then. It's pastures. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. But if you're not storing your Pokemon like in a computer system, obviously you're just going to store them in the wild or something, you know? That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I'm glad there's character customization. Oh, that's cool. You can have like a... Oh, dude! You can look all dapper. I want to do that. That's what I'm wearing. Yes, I'm going to wear like the... Yes, I want to wear the bow tie. That's it. That's my outfit. That is it. Oh, this is cool, actually. Okay, there's one of the boss Pokemon that we've seen. And quell frenzied Pokemon Nobles. Oh! Oh! Is this the thing from the leaks? Is this it? Yes, it is! This is the thing from the leaks. What is it? What is that? Cleavor! It's a brand new Pokemon then. Okay. The Bug Rock Noble Pokemon. Oh, okay. So these are like the big bosses. So it wasn't even like a form. It's a brand new Pokemon. And I'm throwing a bag at it. Oh, there it is like normal then. Cool. Alright. Interesting. So that's what they meant by noble Pokemon. Alright, that's actually very interesting. That kind of gives us an idea of what we're going to be looking at then. Alright, so that's very... So there are some new Pokemon that aren't like even like evolutions. And that confirms that one leak we saw at the very beginning where we weren't sure what it was. Now, what I'm going to pull up next is the Pokemon Direct, and I'm going to kind of talk about everything all at once here. It's going to be a little bit messy. Just kind of my thoughts on it, if I can find it. Where is it? Here it is. This is the full Direct. I'm actually just going to pull up the trailers. That's going to be better, I think. So for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, we have this trailer here. And I'm not going to watch the whole thing because like I've already seen it. And we've already kind of know what happens in it. But first of all, obviously, graphics are improved. I like that. We see Professor Rowan, of course, looking chibi, which is kind of a weird thing to see. But, you know. See them walking around. I will say, right here, the lighting looks a little bit weird here. Like, it looks really weird. I'm not sure what is up here, if it's, like, unfinished, or if that's gonna how it looks. Because everywhere else looks different. I'm not sure if that's just how it's gonna look because it's dark, or what. But just something about the lighting looked way off. And also, yes, following Pokemon are a thing, which I'm really excited about. That's I'm very happy with that. That's a very good addition. Definitely something that was deserved. Alright, so we got the gym. I'm gonna skip around a little bit. Yes, Ball Seals! I forgot about this. Once again, very happy that this is back. This was one of the features I was very happy with, was the Ball Seals. And you can also change your style, which is nice. It's a little bit, looks like it's a little bit less involved than in Arceus, what we just saw. But I do like that it's still here. It's gonna be kind of like in Let's Go, I guess, where there's just different outfits. And then we have the contests, and it looks like those are going to be a little more involved. And we have the Underground, which I think is online now, which is very nice. You got the little digging minigame again. And we have this. This is my first big disappointment. And we'll talk about that more in a minute. I both really like it, but I also, there's one part of it that I'm disappointed with. This is really cool, though. You have these almost like little mini wild areas in the underground, and I really like that. It expands on the underground, gives you a way to catch different Pokemon. I think we even see Munchlax right there. We see Munchlax, which if you don't know, in the original Diamond and Pearl was a complete pain in the butt to catch. Like, it was near impossible to catch one. Like, you had to find... It was only found on like a very specific couple of trees in your specific save file, and even then it was only like a 1% encounter rate, and it was like just completely absurd. Like, I don't think, like, I'm all for putting like rare stuff in games, and that's why I love shiny Pokemon so much, but when just getting something regular like that is so absurdly hard, like in some ways even harder than getting a shiny, nah, that's a little too much. Like, I'm all for having something you have to go out of your way to get, but, you know, you gotta balance it. And then obviously we got Team Galactic. This music's really cool, by the way. And we see, you know, the different members, obviously. We see Cyrus right here, looking as gaunt as ever. Mount Coronet and just a bunch of other stuff going on. I don't think there's really anything else in this trailer other than these two just doing their thing. So obviously no Mega Evolution, no new forms that we see. I'm kind of okay with that. I don't think... I would have liked it, but it's not really... That's not really one of my big disappointments. We'll actually talk more about my disappointments, I guess, in a second when we go into... I'm going to go onto the website and we'll talk about those. Because there's two things with this game I'm not a fan of. Now we'll move over to... this one, right here. So, if I'm like I said, I'm not gonna like worry too much with watching the whole thing. We do have the frame rate being fixed. Graphics look about the same. Not fantastic, but they're passable. They're good enough. And like I said, frame rate was my big issue. I can handle kind of blurry textures, but when you start to see a Pokemon moving at like 5 frames a second, that's when it starts to get to me a little bit. And they fixed that one, so I'm pretty happy. And there we go. So we got new Pokemon, new evolutions of old Pokemon in Hisuian form. So this is Weird Ear, the evolution of Stantler. Really love this Pokemon a lot, by the way. This is one of my favorite Pokemon that they've revealed. This might be my favorite, I think, actually. I love this thing. I'm definitely going to catch one. And then we got, you know, old Professor Rowan. I will say his outfit is looking a little bit blurry. Like, I hope that gets touched up. But that's a little bit, like, that could be better. That could be a lot better. And then we've got, hold on here. Yeah, because look at our outfit. Our outfit looks way higher res. But his is like, looks like I need to put my glasses on when I'm already wearing them. And we got this lady. I can't remember what her name was. Silene or something like that. And she obviously is like Cyrus's ancestor. So I'm curious if she's going to end up being a villain or maybe not. I think it'd be cool if she wasn't. And we got this dude. But I'm not quite sure how he fits in. He's actually the one who gives us our starter, according to like the website and the rest of the trailer. You can see us walking around. Okay, right here. Okay, I skipped ahead and it was like right here. So we got Hisuian Growlithe. And this is the interesting thing that I'm really, really interested in. Oh, they didn't show it here. Okay, never mind. I guess I'll talk about it in a second then. Okay, now this is also interesting. When you go out on, like, expeditions or whatever, you're gonna have these base camps that you have. And that is, for those who don't know, that is straight out of Monster Hunter. This is literally what happens when you go on, like, a quest in Monster Hunter. You show up, and you start off at a base camp that you, like, have supplies and stuff. So this game is going to be kind of maybe more Monster Hunter-y than... I mean, it's going to be kind of Breath of the Wild-y, but I think it's going to take a lot of inspiration from Monster Hunter as well. And I think some people might not be aware of that. So I'm curious to see how people react when if it is more Monster Hunter-y. That's such a weird... Okay, if it's more like Monster Hunter than we're expecting... Which from this alone, maybe, though the rest of it, I don't know, we'll see. I mean, I think it'd be cool if it was, maybe? I don't know, it'd depend on, like I said, execution's gonna be everything. You see some more ruins. And we jump off a cliff, and we can fly. Which is also really cool. That's gonna be interesting to see how this works. Because obviously this could be a little bit overpowered. Do you just fly anywhere? Like right from the get-go? And I love... Okay. Weird Ear's running animation is the greatest thing ever. I love it. I love the... Look at that. I love it. I'm going to ride Weird Ear everywhere just because I love that animation so much. The way he, like, prances. That's genuinely... I love Weird Ear. Okay, now this is interesting. So we got I guess the boss Pokemon. And yeah, we can actually get hit by attacks. Like that. So we can get hit by attacks, which we obviously theorized, because there's the dodge roll. Which I think that's going to be very interesting to see how that works. So we can get hit. We as a person can get hit. We can get, like, not killed, but we can get, like, knocked out, and we can get sent back. which is going to be a very interesting mechanic. And I kind of, once again, that kind of makes a lot of sense. And this is interesting too. So how this works, when you use a move... Okay, there's another thing here. When you use a move, you can use it normally, I think, but you can also use it in either a strong style or an agile style. And that plays in with the new... There's actually, like, with the ATB, not ATB, it works... So the battle system works like either if you've played Final Fantasy X or Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, or any of the Digimon Story games, really. It works like that, where you kind of have like a thing, I'm going to try to... you have like a little list at the top corner of the screen, and it shows you the turn order that is decided by like the speed stat and stuff. And you can move multiple times in a row. So if you use a strong style move, it will do more damage, but it's slower and you'll move again later. If you use an agile style move, then it'll do less damage, but you will be able to move again quicker, and you might even be able to do multiple moves in a row. And that's really cool. I really like that. That's an interesting way to change things up without, like... Because I know Pokemon's battle system is very fixed, you know what I'm saying? It's always been that way. Like, the way we battle now is almost identical to the way we battled, 25 years ago, before I was even born. And not much has changed about that. So this is kind of really interesting that this is a pretty massive change, but all things considered. So, I'm curious to see how, because what I'm curious about is, in like Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, I remember this one boss that would like get its speed stat up super high, and it would move over and over and over again. And if you weren't like able to match it, if you weren't like a high enough level, it would literally just, you couldn't even get a move in. And then we got some and I'm curious to see if there are like following Pokemon in this. Like you can maybe, well, right there we have our Lucario, so it does seem like we can send out our Pokemon without going into a battle. And then we see some other like mobility options, I guess, that we can do. So we're gonna have the regular Pokemon, and then we're gonna have like the boss Pokemon, which I guess will be like the Stone Taloses in Breath of the Wild. And now we know we're gonna have the noble Pokemon, which are gonna be like maybe like the big bosses. And then we got this little bit here, which is just the cover. So like I said, overall, really cool. Hold on real quick. Let me pull up the Pokemon website, and I will show you, and we'll look at the stuff on there, because there's more on there. Yeah, we see the noble Pokemon on the website, too. Also, yeah, I also forgot to mention, they have a new animated like mini-series out called Pokemon Evolutions, which is just basically Pokemon Generations 2. And I actually just watched the first 2 episodes, which are out right now, right before I recorded this. And they're both really cool. I like both of them. I love the Generations and the now Evolutions. I think those and Origins were some of my favorite animated Pokemon stuff out there. I just really love them a lot. So go check them out. They're like right on YouTube. So let me pull up the website. We'll start with Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl again. So we got the trailer. Let me show you... Okay, so we've actually got the Manaphy. So there's going to be the Manaphy egg distribution right at the launch again. It's not going to be through like another game like it was in the originals where you had to do it through Pokemon Ranger. So here we have the Underground. Let me do this here. And yeah, it's spread out like a maze. We have these new like areas that we can go into. I think these are really cool. It's now called the Grand Underground. They've changed it to the Grand Underground. Which I don't know. I mean, whatever. I don't know if it's necessary. But here's the part that kind of disappoints me a little bit. Build your own secret base and decorate it with Pokemon statues. It looks like your secret base is only going to be these statues, and there's no like other furniture options. It's only the statues. And the statues do have a gameplay effect, but it kind of ruins the point of the secret base for me. Like, the whole point of the secret base was that it was a little base that you would have your friends come over and steal your flag or something. You'd show it off to them. And if it's just, like, statues, that doesn't really do much for me, you know? So seeing it be just... That kind of ruins the secret bases for me, which is kind of sad, because that was one of the things I was actually looking forward to about this. And I know, like, even in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, they did the secret bases pretty well, so... Really, really ashamed that they did that. I was really, really hoping that they would do the full secret bases. Like, I like the idea of having stuff for your secret base that, like, affects it, you know? That, like, affects gameplay outside of it, but it's just disappointing that they didn't do any... that they kind of downgraded it quite a lot. Like, they just completely changed the function of it. Let me see here. Hidden moves. The Poketch allows you to call on... Oh, you call on wild Pokemon to help you out. Oh, so you don't use HMs in this. You just have the... You call on a wild Pokemon. Interesting. Okay. I think it would be cooler, once again, if you did have it like your own Pokemon did it. But that's still a good way of doing it, I think. And also, yeah, there is going to be Pokemon Home integration, obviously. Nobody was expecting there not to be. Now let's see here. I don't know if there's anything else that's really new here. We've got story stuff, which... The story is going to be exactly the same. We got Professor Rowan, our rival, Cynthia, Team Galactic, the assistant, who's just the other character we don't pick as our gender, gym leaders. Yeah, it's all pretty much the same. Oh, look, they're actually just straight up showing Spear Pillar. Okay. Alright, so let me move over to Legends Arceus real quick. Oh no, there's one more thing I wanted to show, and I don't know if I can find it. So, the thing I wanted to show, if it's on here at all, might not be on the website, it might have been somewhere else. There was a map of the region that was like... Oh, here it is. Never mind. So let me open this in a new tab here. And this is where I kind of get disappointed again. Because I was kind of expecting this to happen, but I was kind of holding out hope that it wouldn't. We've got our region map, which is quite detailed. Also, I kind of noticed there are some clouds over in this area, you know? Right around where, like, New Moon Island would be. So it's like... there's a cover-up, quite literally, for that area. But over here, if we scroll over here, people noticed that there is no Battle Frontier on the map. So one of the big things that I was holding out hope for this game, it was platinum content, and I was hoping that it would be here maybe, but that's just, once again, that's such a big downgrade, though, you know? Like, I know it wasn't in the original Diamond and Pearl, but you're specifically picking features that are inferior. And I know that they haven't done that in a long time, but I was hoping that maybe, you know. But once again, it's just a battle tower, and it's just... no Battle Frontier again, you know? So those are my two big disappointments. No Battle Frontier... and the underground, the secret bases are no longer really secret bases anymore. They're more just places to put statues now. Which is like, okay, great. You could have even just put like a separate room in there. I don't know. I liked the secret bases. I think that was a thing that a lot of people really liked and a lot of people were hoping for. So taking those out and replacing them with just like, oh, it's still secret bases, but it's functionally completely different and doesn't do any of the stuff that you wanted is kind of... it's pointless, you know? You might as well just have taken them out in the first place and just done something else. So next up, let me pull up the Legends Arceus page here if I can find it again, because I closed my tab like an idiot. This game I have more positive things to say. I don't really have any disappointments really with this one. So, available January 28th. I don't think... Okay, so we just got this trailer. We got the new Pokemon. The Pokemon Nobles, which we'll read up on this because there's usually more information here. Oh god, it's a little bit laggy. I might... If I reduce motion, does that make the website... Oh, it does. It makes the website way more responsive. Wow, okay. Because it was like lagging me out a bit. So if we go over here to story, we got these characters that we just saw in the new trailer. The like, what were they called? Wardens? That's going to be interesting. I'm curious to see what role they play. So they're going to be... Could they even be like rivals, maybe? I think that'd be really, really cool if there maybe are trainer battles. Because we saw... Was it her that said that she was raised with her Munchlax as like siblings without Pokeballs? So she almost is like, hey, I don't even need no stinking Pokeballs. So maybe she's going to like be like a rival with you to an extent? That would be really cool. Also, just like in Diamond and Pearl, the gender option that you don't pick ends up becoming a character. They end up becoming the professor's assistant once again, which is kind of interesting to see again. Next excursion, along with the headquarters. Oh yeah, so it is called the Galaxy Team. You're on the Galaxy Team, which... That's going to be interesting to see how that plays in. How that ends up either becoming Team Galactic in Diamond and Pearl, or if, you know, her descendant, her great-great-grandson or whatever, just decides to reuse the name, maybe. Okay, so there are special Pokemon in the Hisui region that have received a mysterious blessing. Some of these Pokemon, known as Nobles, are particularly powerful, while others are said to willingly assist the people of the region. Your encounters with these special Pokemon will be a key part of the story. Okay. So even the Pokemon that you ride are kind of the same thing. The Wardens who serve the special Pokemon. The people of the Hisui region hold a great respect for these special Pokemon and task Wardens to look after them. The Wardens protect the special Pokemon by making sure their territories remain safe and providing offerings of food and water. Oh, so they're more like the trial captains then. Okay, that's interesting. So maybe if you want to encounter a noble, which you're going to probably do, which are going to be like the main progression of the game probably, like the trials in Generation 7, you're going to have to talk to the noble, and then maybe she'll have some sort of like trial or something for you. I don't know. A strange phenomena is causing nobles to suddenly fly into a frenzy, making them incredibly difficult to rein in. As part of the Survey Corps, we'll talk about the Survey Corps here in a minute. Also, yes, Attack on Titan references, anybody. You will be called upon to quell the frenzies of the nobles. How to quell the frenzy Pokemon. Also, Lord of the Woods, Cleaver. And we got these bags of stuff. The bodies of frenzied Pokemon grow in size and shine brightly. Simply defeating these Pokemon in a Pokemon battle will not calm them down. To quell them, you'll have to hit them with balms made from these noble Pokemon's favorite foods. Oh, so they're making it so you do have to actually be in battle, or not just in battle. You can't just battle them with your Pokemon. You have to actually be doing it as the trainer. That's cool. That's really cool. That's really cool because that really makes there be a reason to have to dodge attacks. You know, not just throwing a Pokeball. It won't be easy to hit a rampaging noble with bombs. They will relentlessly unleash powerful attacks at you the moment you see an opportunity. Hit with them with as many bombs as you can, just like throwing a Pokeball. Aim carefully. Use Pokemon battles to your advantage. So I was wondering if you could. While nobles are formidable opponents, defeating them in battle will cause them to be temporarily dazed, making it easier for you to hit them with more bombs and gain the upper hand. This is actually really cool. I really like this. This is an awesome mechanic. This is sick. Wow. Okay. This is really cool to actually be like, okay, you battle it to daze it, and then you throw the bombs, but then you're going to get attacked again, so you have to dodge. And in theory, you could even like take it down. In theory, you could take it down without even battling it. if you were just good, you know? Wow, that's cool. I like that a lot. The main character, Indakari, or Ray. As the protagonist, you'll join the Galaxy team as a member of the Survey Corps. Your goal would be to meet every species of Pokemon. Yeah, we know. And then there's them. So we've got Professor Laventon, who is a member of the Galaxy team's Survey Corps. There's 3 corps. Professor Laventon conducts research into Pokemon's modes of life. He aims to complete a complete Pokédex. And he is the guy who gives us our starter. Commander Kamado, the boss of the Galaxy team, and obviously, you know, Professor Rowan, can be a harsh leader at times, but the team members trust him deeply and know him to be reliable, which is also kind of like with Professor Rowan as well. Now we got Silene, who is the captain, or who is the leader. Captain Silene is the leader of Galaxy Team's Survey Corps. She is both strict with others and with herself, but she's your potential and allows you to take her to trial to join the Galaxy Team. So it's going to be very interesting to see, is she going to end up being a villain? Is she not? I kind of hope she isn't. I think that would be really cool to see. Maybe we could see how she herself isn't a villain, but then like 100 years down the road, her great-great-grandson or whatever does become the villain, you know? Like, we could maybe see how that could happen. And then we got these. Yeah, there's like 4 of them. So, Maya's in charge of caring for the special weird... Oh, for a special weirder that can be found in the Obsidian Fieldlands. She and her partner Munchlax grew up together as if they were siblings. So she's going to be the one that you're going to have to pass her test or whatever to get the weird ear, so that you can ride. So she's probably going to be pretty early on then. So, Leon cares for Cleavor, the Lord of the Obsidian Fieldlands, though young he has been given the role of a warden because he has proven himself to be very talented. So he's going to be the guy that you're going to meet for him. So, Iskin lives by the sea. Iskin? Is that how you pronounce his name? Lives by the sea and cares for a special Basculegion that makes it its home in the area. It can be a bit easy to frighten. He can be a bit easy to frighten and isn't too fond of ghost-type Pokemon. Okay, so this is going to be the guy for Basculegion. And what is he holding there? I can't tell. Oh no, he's like just scratching his chin. It looked like he was holding something. And then we have Arezu. Feels a great deal of responsibility as a warden, and because of this, she tends to try to solve problems all by herself. She is tasked with the care of a certain lady Pokemon. So they're not telling us on her. Very interesting that they're not telling us with her. So there's obviously some that are not revealed yet. I don't know if that's going to be a new form or... Also, wait a minute. You know what she looks like? You know who she looks like? She looks like that woman in Gold and Silver. And she also looks like Silver in Gold and Silver. She's got like the hair, even this, like the hair color and the hairstyle both are similar. Interesting. I don't know if that's going to tie in or not. So I know that in the Galaxy team, there's like 3 corps. There's the Survey Corps that you're a member of, that aside from Attack on Titan references is like the ones that are going out into the field. You have the Defense Corps, which are the ones that are, I guess, defending the town, or, you know, like I think we saw a few guards in one of the trailers by the gate, so that's probably what they're going to do. Maybe there's going to be a part of the game where like the village gets attacked. That'd be interesting. That'd be really cool, actually. You have like some Pokemon goes crazy and attacks the village. That'd be really cool, I think. And we got the map again, and we've got, you'll notice some spots. There's actually, interestingly enough, let me hold this up in a new tab, actually. Because it's a bit low res, but you can kind of see there's like people in different areas. So I'm wondering if maybe as you go, there will be different stuff that starts to happen, and maybe different towns start to open up. Small villages, maybe. And then we've got Stark Mountain over here, so it's definitely going to be a location. We've got some spots here, though, which I find interesting, are obscured by clouds. And once again, as with Diamond and Pearl, I think that's intentional. Especially over here. I think that's very much intentional. Excuse me. One thing I think would be really cool is if... I hope that, like, with Darkrai, what I think would be interesting is, what if, like, at one point in the game, all of the characters go to bed, and even in like you yourself have a nightmare. You have this nightmare where you're like in the forest and you're being watched by something. And then when you wake up, everyone else in the village, you go around the village talking to everybody, and everyone else has had the exact same nightmare. And then that kind of, it sets you off on a journey that will inevitably lead to Darkrai. Like maybe at first you would try to track down a Lunar Wing and you would track down Cresselia, and then like you would have the Lunar Wing which would be kept in the town and it would stop people from having the nightmares. But then people would say, hey, that area that we saw, we found it, like maybe like you in the nightmare you like see the mainland of Hisui, and then somebody is like, hey, we found an island in that exact area. Like there's actually an island there. And then you go over there and find Darkrai. That'd be cool. I would love to see that. I think that would be a really cool way to do that. So we can seek out Pokemon, observe them. That's actually something else. You're actually going to have, like in your Pokédex, you're going to have different like things you're going to have to observe. You'll actually have to observe like I think their diet is one of the things you have to observe. You'll have to observe them using specific moves in battle. So you're actually going to have to battle them and see them using a specific move like a certain number of times. So if you're late game, you're trying to do it on like a weak Pokemon, it might almost be beneficial to have either time-wasting moves on your Pokemon, like you can just use like stat-boosting moves over and over, or maybe you could like have a weaker Pokemon on your team or something. Here's some new stuff, such as up in trees or in the crevices of rocks. Interesting. Are active during the day or during the night, during specific times of day. I think people are saying that the day-night cycle might be different in this game. It might be more like Breath of the Wild, and it's not going to be real-time. Which, honestly, I think might work for this. I think might work better in this case. I kind of like I like real-time clocks sometimes, but I think it really depends on the game that you're and what you're going for, you know? So you can find them in crevices and rocks, like the Burmy. Battle them. Which, yeah, the battles are completely seamless, as we know. And, yeah, so in past games, battles are proceeded one turn at a time. Stats and other factors determine how many actions each Pokemon gets to take and in what order. So we can see here, it looks pretty standard right here, but there are certain things you could do that would make you be able to move more or, you know, less. And I'm very curious to see how they balance that. Because I feel like if they don't balance it well, it could end up where a Pokemon with a high speed stat ends up being way too overpowered. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have, like it would make slow Pokemon automatically kind of crippled a little bit. It kind of nerfs them. So I'm curious to see if that ends up being, if maybe there's like a limit to how many times you can move in a row. Like maybe you can only move like 2 times in a row or something like that. And then to counter that out, maybe just like slower Pokemon would be a little bit better, you know? Because like already fast Pokemon can be pretty good, you know? And this just makes fast Pokemon even better. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how they decide to balance that. Though obviously if you're a slow Pokemon and you use like a strong style move, it's going to do absolutely massive damage. During your... Oh, okay, so they're called alphas. The alphas are the bosses. They're called alphas. During your expeditions, you'll sometimes run into alphas. Pokemon that are larger than normal and have glowing red eyes. So I'm wondering... So the red eyes seems like they were enraged by something. Alphas will chase you down and attack you when they notice you. They're tough opponents, but they'll become great allies if you manage to catch them. Oh! So you can catch them. You can catch the alphas. And they may even drop rare items if you defeat them in battle. Okay. And then, yeah, here's this. And it even shows in the trailer, it shows you using an agile style of like a status move. It was like Calm Mind or something. And I don't know. It makes me wonder if you use a status move, will it, you know, boost your stats less if you do that or not? I don't know. That'll be interesting to see. I also think there were some moves that you can't do the styles with. There was like some moves I saw where it was like you could only do it in one style, you know. So we'll see. Yeah, we already know how these work pretty much. Oh, there are battles against other people. Okay. So it's not like we're not trainers, you know, but like they said that there aren't trainers, but there are battles against. Okay, so yeah, we even see there's Mai from earlier. The mingling of people and Pokemon is still not the norm in the Hisui region. People who live alongside Pokemon are rare, and people who lead their Pokemon in battle are even rarer. However, some people, such as certain wardens, have forged strong bonds with Pokemon and may challenge you to a battle. So there are going to be battles. Or trainer battles, sort of, you know. They're going to be few and far between, but they will be in the game. And that also makes me think that maybe there's going to be multiplayer, like you will be able to battle friends. I really hope that there is, because I would love to be able to battle other people with this. And if there are trainer battles, I mean, there's nothing stopping this from being a thing, you know? You just have like a little area that's like the... Like, it doesn't have to be, like, you know, multiplayer does not have to be an in-lore thing, you know? Complete the Pokédex. Won't be enough to... Okay, yeah, so catching a Pokemon once won't be enough to complete its Pokédex entry. That's cool. That's interesting. That's a very interesting way of doing it. You'll need to keep studying that Pokemon and complete research tasks to increase your research progress on it and flesh out its entry. That is actually really cool. Because now it's like, you're not just catching the Pokemon, you're watching the Pokemon. You're observing the Pokemon. So we see here research tasks for Shinx. We see number caught, and it looks like we have different things for catching more. So there is a reason to catch Pokemon this time around, more than one. Number you've defeated with ground-type moves. Times you've seen it use Quick Attack. Times you've seen it use Bite. Number of its forms you've registered. Which it says 2 here, which I'm just going to assume is including gender forms. That makes sense, you know. Number you've evolved, and so even evolving them. So there's like actual benefits to not just keeping the same team the whole time, or at least having like a slot or 2 on your team that you use to swap out with other Pokemon. I like that. That's cool. And so here's a much more completed one. Most illuminating, I'll update our Pokédex with this new data. With this, you have officially attained the rank of first star, so there's going to be like some sort of rank system that you'll go through. And here's the Monster Hunter aspect here. When you leave Jubilife Village to set out on an excursion, your first stop will be one of the base camps that will serve as a handy outpost for your work. You can stop by for a rest during an excursion, letting your team or Pokemons recover their health, or you can use a base camp's workbench to craft some items. So there's crafting as well. And I think that's going to be the thing I think a lot of people might not expect, is that I think it is going to be more Monster Hunter-esque. But I think that could be a good thing. Like I said, it's going to depend on execution. You may become unable to go on with your journey if you take too much damage, whether it's caused by wild Pokemon or attacks or falling from high places. Use your base camps. Also, I think, I don't know if I mentioned this, one of the groups is called the Medical Corps. So there's the Survey Corps, the Defense Corps, and then the Medical Corps. And the Medical Corps, I'm going to assume, is like who takes you if you like get, you know, defeated by a wild Pokemon and almost kills you. It'd probably be the Medical Corps that takes you back. So I'm curious to see. I actually am kind of curious because the Medical Corps gets mentioned, but we don't actually see any characters from the Medical Corps. We see 2 from the Survey Corps and then 1 from the Defense Corps. So it's going to be interesting to see if there's like, if that is important or if it's just there to heal you up, you know. Okay, riding Pokemon. You'll receive a Celestica flute. Some special Pokemon. Yep, so we got the Weird Ear. We can jump to leap over obstacles with it. Baskia Legion, which we can go on the water. And Hisuian Braviary lets you soar through the skies with ease across great chasms. From your vantage point in the air. Yep, okay. So we got a lot here too. Crafting. And yeah, there is crafting now. So there's going to be like, we see here we got some apricorns and something called Tumblestone. And that's going to be how we can craft like Pokeballs and other sorts of items, which that's also really cool. So there's going to be items that we'll find out in the field. Smoke bombs. That'll create a cloud of smoke. Heavy balls, which are different than the ones that we know. They're not affected by the weight of the Pokemon, but rather they are short range, but they do better if you catch the Pokemon off guard. So if you're not battling a Pokemon and just trying to throw the ball and sneak attack it, then that's going to be the ball you're going to want to use. Arc Phone. Oh, this is new. It's just shaped like Arceus. We just have... Wait. Okay, first of all... technology. First of all of this and just suddenly computer. Just suddenly smartphone in ancient Japan. Early on in your adventure, you'll receive a device called the Arc Phone. Its distinctive appearance might lead you to suspect it has some connection to the mythical Pokemon Arceus. It's some sort of strange power. Okay. Okay, you know what? I mean, this is basically just going to be the Sheikah Slate then. I guess that's what we're going for. It's just we're not going with some sort of ancient technology. It's just a smartphone shaped like Arceus. Oh, okay, so we've got a map here. Oh, with missions and requests. Oh, that's cool. Oh, wow, okay. So it does... Wow, oh, alright. Neat. Okay. In Jubilife Village, there are facilities that can help you have even more fun. You can change your outfit and hairstyle in Jubilife Village, so we can get like kimonos and fancy suits, hats, masks, and change your hair color and hairstyle. Yep, that's cool. Like I said, that's really nice. I love character customization. Options are always nice. I am 100% going Dapper. 100%. No way I'm not going to just go around Dapper everywhere. So we can take pictures. That's kind of neat. That'll be fun. I'm sure some people will come up with some bizarre ones to make. Just general items there. Okay, leave Pokemon you caught at the pastures. You'll need to catch lots of Pokemon, but you can only take 6. Choose the right Pokemon for each mission before heading out on your surveys. Yep, that makes total sense. Ah! Oh, you can even see them. That's cool. That's really cool. I like that. So there we go with those. Whoa, crap. No, wait, there we go. Let me see here. Oh, one thing I did want to say, though, and we did see this in one of the trailers. My one tiny disappointment is that the Pokédex doesn't have, like, all the Pokemon look like they're made with, like, a calligraphy brush, which is what I was kind of hoping for. I thought that would have been really cool, but they're not doing that, which is... It's fine. It just would have been cool if they did it. Some people are saying that because there's the new Hisuian forms that these guys might have new evolutions. Which I would love. I would love that. That would be really, really cool. So let's go down here. So we've seen these already, but we'll go over them real quick. So this guy is normal psychic. Nothing crazy there. And this is going to be the guy. So we got all these guys again. So we've only got one that I haven't seen, which obviously we saw in the trailer. So this thing... Okay, this thing right here. I actually wanted to talk about because this became kind of a meme. This thing is basically... It's possessed by the souls of all of the other Pokemon that died while it was swimming upstream. So like all of the other Basculin in its school that died possessed it and it evolved. And the thing that became a meme was that the narrator for the trailer says it with just this like just like completely nonchalantly almost. She just like says, "Oh yes, it's possessed by the souls of its dead brothers and sisters. It's possessed by the souls of the damned." Okay. Yeah, this thing is our first big new one though. Okay. Oh! Special minerals found in the Hisuian region have caused Scyther, so it's an evolution of Scyther, to evolve into this Pokemon. Parts of its body have hardened into stone. Often get chipped away during fierce battles. Okay. Will display larger chipping across their bodies. However, the chipping actually makes these stone parts sharper, increasing their slicing power. Okay. It attacks with its axe-like arms. Okay, so this is the guy that we saw, and you can obviously catch it. Interesting. Very interesting. Regional forms. We got Hisuian Braviary, which I think is Flying Psychic. Yep. And then we've got Hisuian Growlithe, that is Fire and Rock. And it obviously is going to evolve, but we don't know what it's going to look like. I think that's about everything, isn't it? I think they also said that this thing is also going to have Pokemon Home integration, which is cool. This is new. This is something that we did not know about. I think that's kind of hilarious that they made it a phone. Like, I mean, obviously that, like, you know, Sheikah Slate, but I don't know. Like, if I'd have guessed what they would have done for the map, I would have just said map, you know, paper map, you know. But this will be very odd. I don't know why they made it shaped like Arceus. So that is about everything, I think. Right? I'm just going to do one quick breeze through here. Yeah, I think that's everything. Alright, so... Wait, is there anything here? Or is this what we already saw? Okay, well, yeah, we already saw this then. Anyway, I'm going to leave this one here then. Like I said, overall, really excited. I'm actually more excited for Diamond and Pearl for the most part. Really, really disappointed by the secret bases and the Battle Frontier not being in there. Those are my big disappointments. Everything else I think looks pretty good on that one. And then this one keeps looking better every time we get new information. Like, it's I keep like being like, okay, so what are we going to do in this? And it's looking more and more like, you know, there's going to be quite a bit. So like I said, I get more excited for this every time we see it. This one, I'm still a little bit on the fence about Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. This one's 100% for me at this point, that I'm going to pick it up. So anyway, I hope you liked this. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment, and check out some of our other videos. We do stuff like this where we react to trailers and have general discussion about games that I'm, you know, personally excited for. We're also currently playing through Nier Replicant, Neo: The World Ends With You, and Radical Dreamers, a Chrono Trigger spinoff. We're also doing a Deltarune Chapter 2 on Twitch, where we also stream, and we're currently doing through Deltarune Chapter 2, which we've pretty much finished, but we still have a little bit more to do. And we also do Metroid Prime and Beautiful Joe, which is an old Hideki Kamiya game for the PlayStation 2 before he made Bayonetta. So if any of that interests you, be sure to check us out, and I hope to see you there sometime. Bye.